Well, I guess I'm Cole,
I'm Richard.
and we're kind of the new knuckleheads to the vlog. We're the hired hands since we're such skilled craftsmen. And Wes and Chris were just needing a little extra help here at the shop, so we've begun to do not only work in the shop, but documenting what's going on. And so we're going to be faces that you're going to be seeing. I just felt it was really awkward to go right into the vlogs without introducing ourselves, so that's pretty much what we're doing here. Do you have any words to tell them?
Well, we're here in Wichita, Kansas, and we are working on school buses and vans and custom projects. We get a lot of client work. We have a lot of projects of our own that we get to work on, motorcycles and Baja bugs, and we're just having a blast out here working with like-minded people, and hope you come by.
Wes is obviously the true brains of this operation. Chris, oh my God, he's basically a legend within the Skoolie community. He's got 9 buses to his fleet now. I just saw a Skoolie pass on the road. It's a sign. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a ton of roof raising, ton of bus building, all types of things. We've even got a van pulled into the shop right now, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Oh, hey boys. Good morning.
Yeah.
/ afternoon.
What's up?
Still morning.
And you're doing things with the rivets now?
Yep. Getting all the rivets and screws out of this back panel. That way it can disconnect from the bus, and then the whole thing will raise up.
You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up.
Yeah, we got all the paneling underneath the windows out. There's a little cap that kind of goes over this thing. We got all that out. You guys got the windows out, of course, a couple days ago.
Yeah, we're cool like that.
Got the whole front bulkhead above the windshield out. Got the door out.
Oh
got
my
all
God.
the air mechanisms out. that
That's so
operate
much
the
work.
door. There's the air mechanism that makes the door function. So that's out.
Oh, I thought that was you making those noises. Similar.
And yeah, so now we're pretty much close to being prepped. So we're getting ready to start welding the roof raising mechanisms onto the hat channels here, and get the jacks in place and start cutting probably tomorrow morning.
Was this heavy?
Yeah, super heavy.
Maybe not.
Oh well,
Are you that strong?
I'm strong.
Hold on, let me get a feel, because you made that look really easy. Okay, it is actually really heavy. Holy cow.
So we actually
You're so strong.
lifted it up and put it on the window, and we pushed it out.
Well, I work for.
So what do you call these?
Roof raise mechanisms. Basically, when I raise a roof, I use a bottle jack and a 2x4 or whatever, or 4x4 up to the hat channel that I'm welding this to. So that actually does the lifting, but these just kind of stabilize the whole thing once the roof goes up in the air, because it's literally just dangling up there, you know, so there's nothing to support it. So these just support the roof while we get everything welded in place. And
Yeah, I'm putting up some cardboard here to cover up the windshield and the dash, and we also removed the seat to protect it. All this stuff while we're doing the work, doing the welding and grinding. And
fun fact about these roof raise mechanisms: I had a set for my bus, but when I got them, or when I got my bus all done, I decided I probably wasn't going to be building buses anymore because mine was done. But through request of all you guys out there, I've started building buses for others. But I was in Colorado a couple years ago, and I had a request from a guy named Helton in San Francisco to go raise his roof while I was in Colorado helping with Chris's bus. And I was on Jim and Debbie's property from Life is a Joy. And I was talking to Jim about it and told him I didn't have any of my mechanisms because I gave them away or whatever. And he's like, well, hey, you can have mine. They're laying on the ground over here. So these are actually Jim's from Life is a Joy roof raising mechanisms that I'm using. And I honestly can't count how many buses I've raised now with these things. So kind of cool that, you know, they've been around the country and raised so many buses. So once you build these, they'll last forever virtually. So, but these were Jim's. Pretty cool.
History.
Yeah, Jim raced his bus and Chris's bus with these. And now I've raised, I don't know how many buses with them, so it's pretty cool.
They went and wandered till the river ran red. Wasting my time, been wasting my time. No, 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 no. Wasting my time, been wasting my time. No, no, no.
This whole bus was put together with screws, not a lot of rivets. So I think they used a lot more glue on it because it was held together with screws.
We had to jack the jacks.
Yeah, we got about an inch and a half before we hit in here.
As we jacked it up, we had to move these nuts, these spacers. That's what's holding it in place.
So this really helps make sure that this is all aligned and straight. To weld this up, we do these 6 clamps on every single rib.
So basically, I got the 1 inch inside the tubing here, or inside the hat channel, and I put this 1.5 inches on the outside of the hat channels and clamped it all together to realign, so this surface here on the skin is nice and flush. This is nice and flush this way. So you got 3 points of maneuvering around with all these clamps. So we got 3 different clamps doing different jobs to pull these hat channels back in place. Because once you cut those in half, especially on these Thomas buses, because the windows are leaned in like this, and we go straight up. So what happens is it does this. This is a little exaggerated. So you have to realign by moving move this one in and this one out to realign those. Bluebirds aren't so much because they're a straight up bus and they just go straight up, but you still got to kind of tweak them around. But these Thomases, you really got to manipulate these a lot to get them straight again. So that's why I got all these clamps on here.
I'll keep on till I give them the gold.
So now we got this one welded in place solid. It's got 2 points of contact on the face and 1 point of contact on the inner, or on the exterior side. And then as we get along, we'll get all these welded in, and then we'll go and we'll weld a piece of angle iron on this side. And it'll be welded along this edge here and on this bar here, like 4 stitch welds to hold them in place. And what that does, it puts a surface here on this edge, or on the skin side, so the new skins have something to rivet against. I can't even touch it.
It's crazy.
Got it. Perfect. Wow.
Richard was up to a bit more welding this morning, putting in more of the channels, getting those worked through. Still got a few more to go. Marked off the areas where windows are going to be going in on both sides, and starting on the transition.
So we trimmed this whole skin off, the roof skin that was here. But these newer Thomas buses are a little different. They've got fiberglass caps on the front here above the windshield. And on this particular bus, this fiberglass cap came back about an inch or so aft of this hat channel here. And when I put these transition pieces in here, or the skeleton structure, I actually weld to this. And normally what I'll do is I'll weld them to this, and then I'll hang the skin over the front piece of metal here and weld the entire section across the roof skin here. But on this one I can't do that, so I had to trim that back flush with the hat channel, and I'm going to weld a little lip in place here that extends beyond this about probably 3/4 of an inch, and that's what I'll actually attach the new skin to, is the new little lip that I'll weld on here, and you'll see that as we go along.
Trouble's always a dog in the soul. Trouble wants you. Trouble's gonna find you there wherever you go.
hold Humpty Dumpty together.
Yeah. So this will go here. We'll drill some holes in this, and then all the rivets will go, the new rivets will go inside this angle iron. So this is kind of what it... So I cut this little section out here. Now bring it over that way. So it fits right here. The whole thing fits flush.
So you had to basically make a custom
frame.
mid-frame for the side door.
So we put a new bar up on top. We added these 3 supports here. Also the supports coming up the side and also connecting around the full back. So this back is all framed out now.
I just thought it was fun eating pudding with a knife, so
Well, we don't have any spoons around here.
just wanted to get. I have some plastic spoons in my camper. You ask, you shall receive, you know?
They're clear out in your camper.
Yeah, they are.
This was in my pocket every day, and it worked perfectly.
We are measuring and marking where we're going to put the new framing for the windows and where we're going to cut out and add metal. So we are in the middle of looking for a property to take this business company to a new place.
Skoolie business.
Skoolie
company.
business.
Weirdness.
Company, welding. So Wes found a property. He called Chris to talk to Chris about it, and Chris said, call Kevin. Kevin's going to be the carpenter who's working with us. So Wes is talking with Kevin now to see if this new area will work out, because it's about 30 minutes away from here, and just want to get it all rolling. Have our own shop, our own property, and not have to keep renting this building. That's the goal.
Guys, I just want to state for the record, getting Wes to say something on camera is like pulling teeth without anesthesia. So I'm doing my best. I'm really trying to get you guys a play-by-play. Be patient with me as I slowly break away the exterior wall and bring you the true Wes in his full glory to you and the channel. I'm excited.
Yeah, when Wes gets off the phone, we'll throw the camera in his face and see what
We're
he
going to make him
says.
say something.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him say words.
The Project Mayhem bus.
Working on this at the same time as working on other buses.
Yeah, we work on other buses during the day, and then we get to work on our personal projects after we clock out. But got all the ceiling taken out, all the floor.
All the seats.
Yeah, the floor's still there, don't worry.
The
Got
upper
this front
cabinet.
taken out.
It's really
Got a cool sword today.
Oh wow! We should get a watermelon. Yeah, that is going so close to my head, people. You wouldn't even believe it. We're working on windows. Do you have any like hot tips for windows?
Yeah, don't break the glass.
I'm gonna let them go ahead and do their thing, get the windows cut out, get a little bit further, maybe get some slow-mo over them in a second, and I'm gonna move on to what I'm doing in the shop, and that is sanding down ZEP 5. So they finished the roof raise for the motorized bed, and now we gotta get it ready for paint. So someone had started doing some sanding on it, but they're not as good as a sander as I am, so I'm gonna go tackle it now.
every damn state I'm after. Said I don't wanna wait no more.
So basically what I'm doing here is gluing these together with hot metal.
Nice.
In case you wonder.
Is that like Elmer's?
What's that?
Is it like Elmer's?
No. It's more like a super glue.
Oh.
It's like a super Gorilla Elmer's glue.
Oh, cool.
Something like that. It sticks well.
By a van with the pop of 10.
This glue is a little malleable as well. I mean, it's solid like steel,
I brought the hammer over.
but you know, you get the big ass hammer on it, and it'll kind of move a little bit.
Even if you measure everything and make marks, double check it again because sometimes you can mess up.
Sometimes when you do put that mark there, the marks move a little bit sometimes after you've marked them. So you always got to double check.
Back again. Never coming back again. Never coming back again. By a van with a pop of 10. Give it a name like Big Red. Never have to pay.
This is Richard about to make the cleanest cut you've ever seen in your life.
By a van with a pop of 10. Give it a name.
Why you go ahead and measure it afterwards?
You're supposed to measure it first. Yeah, I know. I'm just double checking.
Okay, cool. Oh, perfect. That's what you asked for, boss, right?
Yeah, I needed both of those to be exactly 62 1/8. Let's see what he's got here.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Well, Rich is right though. You just lean it a little bit and they even out.
Yeah, they
so
move.
It's fine.
It's gonna be great.
They grow and shrink as you move
It'll,
them.
it'll hold.
That's a great thing about welding. I mean, hot gluing is you have
Thank
the
you.
hot glue coming out the end of the stick there, and if you got a little gap, you can just fill that gap up with the hot glue, and so that's the difference between wood and metal.
You're lucky we use hot glue guns here.
Yeah, metal's a little more forgiving for sure.
I'm just gonna brand myself.
You're going to brand
We can do
yourself?
that. I'm getting a Transcend Existence brand. We can put it right in your chest.
That's like initiation.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're going to have matching tattoos.
Matching burns.
That'll be cool though. Scarab beetles.
Oh yeah.
It would be kind of cool. I'd actually do that. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, I've got the brand coming. We're doing it. You just said you would.
We're
You
gonna-
heard it.
gonna be like-
Everybody heard this.
Cattle of transcend existence.
Big Red. Never coming back again.
Well, nightfall at the shop. Bobcat's still going next door. There's a little bit of firewood on hand. So all this guy's old scrap that he has, he's allowed us to be able to use it for fires, clean up his property a bit,
Have fun.
and we get a benefit.
Enjoy some heat. She loves it.
We made Jada a 6-foot fire.
Cook my butt. Toast my buns a little bit.